Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We talk everything animation here, including Steven Universe, which we'll be getting into right now. I'm Justin Cummings, and today I'm joined by Michelle Anderer.
Hello.
Steve Zeck.
Yo, can I please have my own colony?
Okay, I was like, are we playing Civilization? I'm very confused. I'm sorry, Civ 5 is consuming my life. And Andy Potter.
Hey there.
We are off to a fantastic start because I'm hosting. I missed you guys so much. I haven't hosted since October.
We missed you too, Justin.
Yeah.
I always enjoy these, especially when it's such entertaining people with such varied opinions. Today we are getting into you guys' feedback from the Steven Universe Stranded half-hour special, or as I call it, Stevani Alone. So we are going to start, as always, with the people who are not on the episode discussion giving us their overall thoughts, and then we're going to dive into y'all's emails and comments and all that fun stuff. If you missed the episode discussion, listen to that first. It's Michelle, Alex, Dylan, and I talking crazy theories for an hour. You got to hear that first, so go enjoy that. Then come back. You can find that at overlyanimated.com or by searching on iTunes for Overly Animated or any podcatcher. Give us 5-star ratings. We love you guys very, very much. So let's dive into it. Andy, you were not on our episode discussion. Overall, what are your thoughts on Stranded?
I really enjoyed it, and this was probably the most enjoyment I've gotten out of Steven in a long time. Lars of the Stars was just a really fun episode that also progressed our mythology and world build. It built out the world we have a little bit more, and it was also just a lot of fun. I loved all the anime references that they made in the episode. I loved the little title cards every single character got. And then it just transitioned right into this really, really great episode of Jungle Moon. Like, we got actual plot, and then we had this really great, I can't express how beautiful the actual moon they were on was. Like, I loved every time we got a shot of that planet, or moon, I guess. And it was, I don't know, and I loved Stevani. And Stevani just being the centerpiece of 2 episodes is just great. So these episodes were just, I loved them. They were really fun.
Fantastic. I agree. Stevani is an absolute joy to watch. Steve, thoughts?
Oh, I'm with Andy. I love these are one of my favorite episodes of Steven Universe in a while that I really enjoy top to bottom. Yeah, it's great to see Stefani back. She came 1 episode too late for our buddy Kevin, but she's here, and I'm glad. And I'm glad though she kind of got her own spotlight episode. And I think this is one of the first episode we don't see Steven at all. And Lars and his crew, they look great. Lars reminds me so of a character from Gurren Lagann, pretty much. His new do.
He does.
Yeah, and I take issue with what Dylan said in the previous podcast about Pata Peripheria, or Patty, as we like to call her. I still love her. I don't care if she's one note. She's sweet. She's hilarious. She's pretty much Lenny Loud if she was a gem. So how can I not love her? So take issue with that.
I'm very hot takes. We are the royal family of hot takes here on Overly Animated. We have said so many crazy things. And on the episode discussion, I lived up to my title as the King of White Diamond Theories, and Dylan challenged everyone to come up with theories crazier than mine, and we have some amazing theories. I don't know if they're crazier than mine.
What was okay?
I don't know if they're crazier than my theories, but we got some really, really cool theories we're going to get into. Some awesome stuff about yellow diamond, pink diamond, blue diamond, Steven. We got some great theories here. So I'm ready to dive in. Are you guys ready to hear our first email feedback?
All right.
All right, let's do it. Our first email, I'm just going in order here, is from Tara Simone. It's a name I don't know. Nice to see you. Maybe you've been on Rick and Morty panels that I don't do, but nice to see people I haven't seen before commenting and emailing, which is always fantastic. So, in quotes now, here we go. First, I just want to say I love how Lars's character is progressing. I especially love that becoming a better person and more openly cares about people isn't taking away or doing a 180 on his established personality. But for me, like a lot of other people, Jungle Moon took the cake. The biggest takeaway was how they chose to connect the relationship of Yellow and Pink to Connie and her mother. Does this mean that instead of Pink Diamond being a direct parallel to Steven like we are expecting, she's instead a mirror of Connie? But I also don't want to discount the importance of Stevani because Steven didn't have this dream, Stevani did. So if pink and yellow reflect on Connie, could pink and blue's relationship reflect on Steven? If blue is overly doting and supportive of pink, this can reflect on Steven's early series relationships with Greg and the Gems, where their type of support actually left Steven really sheltered and unprepared, which ended up hurting him when he started to interact with other Gems. Also, I don't know if the sizes of everyone in the dream are meant to be taken seriously, but it should be noted how feeling small around someone, especially if that someone is a parent, can be damaging. First, Savani is incredibly small in Connie's house, and when they ask for her attention, they specifically say, I hate when she ignores me. Because of that, I don't think the sizes are meant to be taken literally, but could be a reflection of feeling. Sorry for the long email, it really wasn't. Love the podcast, and thank you. So let's dive into that. Michelle, hot take on the whole Yellow Diamond Connie connection.
I mean, so the thing is, like, the person did bring up, yeah, so it's a dream from Stevonnie, so it's gonna be like, it's gonna have some Connie, it's gonna have some Steven in there. And I think one of the things we touched on in the previous podcast was that Steven didn't really have that kind of much of a relationship with, like, Rose, because she didn't exist when he existed. But Connie really did have a relationship with her mom that reflected a kind of like, oh, my mom is like this cool, important person who's really busy. And I think that reflects a lot in what we saw of the manifestation of Yellow Diamond. So I would agree with that.
And I've noticed, I saw the credits. I did not see Yellow Diamond's voice actress, so Patti
LuPone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they actually used.
I see it listed, so it was Yellow Diamond we saw. Was that Connie's mom's voice still in it? I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. Oh, she has a very demure voice because I know her from a lot of anime stuff. She's Queen Metalia in Sailor Moon, so she could play those type of characters. So that's why it's just weird though. We did not see. They couldn't get Patti for this episode, but
she's a very, very busy woman. She is in multiple shows right now on Broadway, I believe.
But that said, the voice acting in that scene was incredible. Like transition through from the beginning of the dream to like into that like planetarium type place they were sitting in. Like the actual voice actors changing, like they just felt like different people talking by the end, even though they were still the same voice actors. It was really impressive. I liked it a lot.
And based on this episode, I have my theory on Pink Diamond and whether or not she was sort of in on her assassination or not.
We are getting to Pink Diamond theories, I promise. Okay. Hold out on Pink. Hold out. We have so much Pink coming. The only Pink I want to talk about right now. Andy, what do you think?
Yes.
I love you, Andy. Is the size literal or figurative?
I think that the size is figurative at the beginning of the dream when they're in Connie's house.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we get to the actual real location, the size is more realistic. It's the actual size that we're going to have. Like, I think this implies that diamonds grow in some way. That's the assumption I have, because she's small in this scene. Because, like, how else could she have punched that window at the same height Stevonnie could have? Like,
we are actually, that is our very next email. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Andy.
I'm a mind reader.
For unintentional segue. So I'm gonna jump right off that, Andy. We're gonna move into our next email. This is from Gretchen Walter, longtime listener with finally something relevant to say. Their words, not mine. Just a quick little tidbit.
I had to clarify that.
Have to clarify, I'm not putting down our listeners. Pink Diamond being that small isn't metaphorical. When Stevonnie was looking at the shattered glass from Pink's punch, it was at the same height. If Pink was bigger, it would have been higher up. Thus, she really is that small. Between that and her unusual gem shape, I would venture Pink was an off-color gem.
Ooh.
Perhaps this is where Homeworld's distaste for off-colors come from.
This hot take
if an off-color diamond could shatter, what good could off-color lesser gems be? I really like this theory.
I just want to say, though, that I want to give a high five, because I thought of the same thing. Like, we're on the same wavelength here. She's the same height. Yep. High five with the emailer. Gretchen was her name?
Gretchen, yes.
Yeah, high five, Gretchen.
Welcome to the podcast. Wow, like that. When I read this, like this morning, I was like, holy crap, that's a really good theory. And I was like, it all kind of fits together, doesn't it? Why would they hate off-color so much unless they trusted one and it turned out terrible? And I really like this theory a lot.
But does this imply that if pink is an off color, wouldn't that imply that yellow and blue are as well? Because diamonds
Nope.
are supposed to be white.
Well, no, diamonds can actually be... Andy, have you not been watching your game theory? Do you not know what MatPat taught us about diamonds? Diamonds can be in any color.
Well, if pink is off color, does that mean perhaps rose and jasper are off color?
Well,
I don't think so.
think
Okay.
about it. Is any of Pink's court left? I don't think it implies that necessarily they are, but notice on Homeworld, from what we've seen, we haven't really seen any of Pink Diamond's old court, it looks like. It looks like it was adapt or die.
Well,
So,
they could have just, because, Jasper, she became part of Yellow Diamond's crew. They could have just reassigned everyone who survived after the shattering.
Anyone that wasn't a rose quartz.
Yeah.
Well,
they
I guess you're right. Would Amethyst have been Pink Diamonds? Have we established this?
I think so.
Yes.
She was born on Earth, so probably.
She was supposed to be a rose quartz. She just didn't grow into one.
Was she supposed to be a rose quartz or just a quartz?
A quartz.
No, it's supposed to be a quartz.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be an amethyst.
Just a big old amethyst. She's just a little amethyst.
Yeah, she's just a small amethyst.
Sorry.
I do see the connection, though, with the off-color and her diamond being a different shape. I wonder if maybe they tried to...
The diamond thing, I want to talk about the diamond thing.
Oh, we're getting to the diamond thing.
I just disagree with you, Justin, because the off-colors are real gems. Like, Padparacha sapphires are real things.
Well,
even if they're just not
I don't
normal.
think that all of that breed are off-color. I think it's those specific ones.
Okay.
I think there are plenty of Padparachas that work just fine. I'm pretty sure that's the breed of sapphire that Yellow Diamond uses. I'm sure there are rutiles that work perfectly fine that are not
split
conjoined twins. Morganite.
So you're saying that there's something else wrong with Pink Diamond than what we've seen already? Maybe.
I'm saying if we made a Pink Diamond... Well, no, I'm saying maybe the size thing is the issue. What I'm saying is, if they were to make another Pink Diamond, she would not necessarily be an off-color. I'm saying this Pink Diamond, which just happens to be the only Pink Diamond, is an off-color.
Because of size.
Okay.
Besides, we don't know what else. We know nothing about Pink Diamond besides she throws temper tantrums and she's possibly dead.
Or she's possibly lying, or she's possibly...
Oh, God, no. You referenced Dylan for a second there.
Lion is actually Rose's reincarnated lover, I'll have you know.
No.
I'm sorry I brought this up, because I don't believe the lion thing. I just don't. I don't believe the lion thing.
It feels so good to run an episode where I can instead be the tyrannical theory master. And instead of forcing everyone into my Pink Diamond is lion theories, we can just talk about how White Diamond is onion. And we can enjoy our land of the free. All right, we have one more email, and this is the longest. It's broken down conveniently into numbered points, so we're going to go one at a time. I planned this out. This is going to be the longest part of our episode. So this is from David. A lot of stuff here. Let's do it. Number 1, Pink Diamond's design doesn't align very well with her depiction of the murals on the moon base. Does this mean Pink Diamond didn't get Earth as a colony until later when she was fully grown? Her appearance can be a factor of the dream distortion going on, but I don't think they would do a dramatic reveal of a long-imagined character unless we're going to see them looking the same going forward. Are we possibly going to revisit more young Pink Diamond? What do you guys think?
I don't know. I'm hoping if we visit more Pink Diamond, we'll actually get a voice actress for her. I have ideas who could be a good idea for a voice actress, because the one person I've had in my head since the zoo is Christina V, because she was the voice in the zoo. And I always have a theory that could have been based on Pink Diamond's voice.
Mm-hmm. She most people would know her from Ladybug, right?
Yeah, she's the English voice of Ladybug, and of course she does a lot of anime stuff, which I know her from. So.
I know her as my bugaboo because I love Ladybug.
Oh yeah, and she was also that that Magical Girls series that had all those people dying?
Madoka. No.
Yeah.
Madoka Magica.
Yeah. I'm from that.
This is
Magical-
a real show, Michelle. He's not making stuff up. This is a real show.
Somewhere,
Yeah.
No,
Dylan
I know,
just
I believe it, but-
Dylan just joins the Skype
like
call.
you make
Madoka
her-
Magica.
She was like the emo girl. She's the one who knew pretty much everything was going to happen and kept trying to prevent it, but failed. And
Wait, is this anime just Doki Doki Literature Club?
I just played that game. Totally off topic.
Andy, we're talking about that game later because that game has changed me.
yeah, and she's also the new girl in Digimon Try. So
Oh, Mako?
yeah, we go. We're
I
going to talk
like
about
this-
someday.
I like this
Andy.
theory of Pink Diamond being the zoo voice. But Andy, what do you think? Are we going to get more young Pink Diamond dreams?
I'm not sure,
I
but I do think that Pink Diamond's supposed to grow. I do think that Pink Diamond's going to be bigger. I don't think that she's going to be small forever. If she does stay small forever, I think it's just more proof that Pink Diamond is Rose, but that's
we're
totally
getting
different
there.
stuff to
We're
talk.
getting
Yeah.
there. But no, I definitely think we're going to see more young Pink Diamond dreams just because it makes her a more sympathetic character. Because Twitter blew up Friday night. How could they shatter her? She just wanted to call at me, and I'm like, see, this is exactly what they wanted. This is exactly what they wanted.
Also, seeing young Pink Diamond is a great through line to see how diamonds work.
Uh-huh.
So I guess as a narrative device, it's a really good way to show us things that Steven wouldn't be able to see in real time.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to finally see White Diamond at some point.
I have no clue what White Diamond's going to be at this point.
You
I
know,
just don't.
White Diamond's going to show up and actually die in 5 seconds, and I'm just going to cry and never come back to the podcast.
I'm thinking she's sort of the maternal figure of all the diamonds.
See, that's my theory.
Or even for Pink Diamond's grand maternal figure.
Hot take, White Diamond's going to be a woman.
What?
That's not a hot take. They're all ladies, sort of.
The theory going around that White Diamond is going to be Nate wants to battle. That's the hot take.
Oh my God.
That's the hot take.
Who would say that?
That is the one that one random YouTuber, I'm like, no, if Nate's not going to be in the show as a gem, if he is, it's going to be a female presenting gem anyway. No. So anywho, number 2. On the other hand, the concept of gems aging is inconsistent with everything we know about how they work. Are there special rules for diamonds? I'm so glad Dylan's not here, because we need to be getting an alternate Earth rundown.
But
I'm here though, Justin. I'm here.
I know you're here.
We've had inconsistencies. Well, we have inconsistencies in flashback with Amethyst, in flashback in Buddy's book, you see that she's always been the same age, but we've seen some flashbacks, some of the Greg flashbacks, she looks younger, so it's kind of inconsistent.
Well, Buddy's book is weird in that it's history, and it's like it's not. The flashbacks are weird in that I'm still unsure of how literal some of them are. I mean, Amethyst rushing into battle a lot, reforms a lot. Maybe she's like, I don't want to be a grown-up, and just goes, nope, small. Would Amethyst do this? Yes.
Okay. I am going to give my rock theory thing really quick here, because this has to do with the diamond.
Please do. I actually like this.
Okay. I've mentioned part of this in a feedback in a previous event at Steven, that there are holes in the earth, right? Where and all those big hole in Russia, hole in Africa, and a hole in Canada, was it? I forget where the third one is, but there's 3 holes in the earth, and all 3 of them line up with the 10 largest diamond mines on Earth. So these are presumably locations with a lot of diamonds. My theory is that diamonds are actually grow. They can subsume more physical diamonds to grow their form. And that's part of why they're constantly colonizing, and why blue and yellow are so big, because they've colonized a bunch of planets. And Pink is small because she hasn't had the chance to find any more of this carbon crystal to make herself bigger.
So, by your theory, White Diamond having the most colonies would be massive.
Even bigger. She'd be even bigger, which fits in with storytelling. Like, she should be important and big, but here's the lore reason why she is.
I find this very, very dope. Michelle, respond.
I'm actually into that theory because part of me wants to believe that Pink Diamond is not an off color in any way, shape, or form, and is just small because she started off small, but she'll continue to grow like as long as she exists, and that she's like a tree. They're all like trees, and they just keep growing forever, and it's a special diamond power that no other gems have to worry about.
Well, it would also make. Well, that does make sense with the fact that carbon, that I see where the point's going here. This would also make sense why Pink Diamond's gem is different. As she colonized more, she would change slowly. Like her gem would change shape.
The gem thing I don't think is inconsistent, and this is my hot take for why. If we're gonna go by the emblem again, so we have white diamond at the top, we have blue and yellow, like on the shoulders-ish, whatever, and then pink's at the bottom. So her gem placement is on the bottom. Yellows and blues, like, the way you look at them, like, people have been posting screen caps and stuff, and basically it's like, the very tops of them are showing, and I would assume that if we see white diamond, hers is going to be, like, basically a flipped version of Pink Diamond's. And I think it's just consistent with, like, their order status. I don't think hers is upside down because something's wrong with her. I think it just makes sense.
Okay, I could see that argument.
And I think, though, if a diamond killed Pink Diamond, I think most likely it's white diamond.
We are getting to diamond murder theories. We are almost at that. We have so much stuff left, I swear.
If it's a diamond, I'm not saying it is.
We're getting to diamond murder theory.
Oh, man.
All right, number 3, because we gotta keep moving. There's so much, you guys.
There's a lot.
If diamonds are created artificially like other gems, what would prompt the other diamonds to make a new one, and why aren't there more yet?
I think my theory explains that, because there's not more of them because they literally are dependent on how much diamond there are in the universe, and they make a new one so they can have another person to go out and make more colonies. It's just, that's all it is. They can't make a million of them because if they make too many, it'd just be a bunch of small diamonds and they wouldn't be that strong.
So why haven't they replaced Pink yet?
Because they're still reeling from her death. From their perspective, it's not been that long. They are immortal beings.
True.
So they're not ready to do. This has never happened before. A diamond has never died before. They're not sure how to proceed yet. And I think if the Earth was destroyed, they'd be ready to move on and grow past this. But until that happens, until the Earth stuff is done, they're not ready to move on yet.
But if that's the case, though, I just wonder how come they have a new emblem, like the updated one. Shouldn't they always have Pink be part of the emblem?
Well, if Pink was only that's saying that there's been more than one Pink. I think what happened was similar to Andy's. Are Wonder Woman spoilers fair yet? It's been 7 months.
Yeah, no, I think so.
I think it's fine.
Okay, not a massive. I think the way that Wonder Woman Diana was treated when she was with the Amazons, I think that's how Pink Diamond was treated, where she was the only one they made, and she was so special. She was their little diamond, and they wanted to just care for her and keep her separate, and she insisted on going out and having a colony, and then she dies. And so, like Andy said, they're still reeling. Like, there were just the 3 until they decided to create one more, which is why they updated it. And then after her death, they removed all trace of her because, that's how some people deal with grief.
So you're saying that the emblem without Pink is an older one?
I'm saying it's old, and I'm saying it's the original. Then they created Pink, so there was the 4, and then there's a new. So there's like an ancient one that we haven't seen that's just the 3. That's like way older than anything that would be on Earth. The 4 of all the stuff that would be on Earth from the war, and then the new one. So if we go to like the oldest temple on Homeworld, we might see the original 3 emblem. We've only seen the new one.
I think the oldest emblem is just white.
Yeah, I agree.
You're probably right, actually.
She just made one for herself.
Yes.
The theory would imply that white started, and then she made another diamond, and then they made another diamond, and then made Pink.
But
and then
who made white diamond?
I wonder, are yellow and blue kind of like twin diamonds, or at least made around the same time?
I'm presuming twins.
I think so. Yeah. Maybe not twins, but like around the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're not that far apart, but I think it's implied that yellow is a little bit older by the order of pressing the buttons on the thing.
Oh, at least higher
that's
up.
true.
They could be twins as long as they're higher. Remind me, are Zuko and Azula twins?
No.
Zuko's older by like
yeah,
2 or 3 years.
Zuko's older?
Yeah.
By 3 years.
But Azula, let's be real, Azula's the one that kind of runs things. I think that's the situation here, where maybe they're twins, Yellow's just the aggressive one.
That could be true, but I still think the button, the way she presses it, is indicative of the order, because I think that would matter more to their species, the order of creation to them. That seems like something that they would care about.
Well, even twins, there's like 4 minutes, 12 minutes apart, depending on
that could be true.
The things of birth.
But they're diamonds, not children.
Well, you still have to hit the diamond-making buttons. I don't know, Michelle.
Yeah, I agree. She could be the older one.
All hail my theories. Moving on, Steven's psychic powers. This instance of Steven's psychic power seems totally different from all the others, and I don't think the Stevani X Factor explains it. Every other time it was a link to a living person or melon. This has usually been interpreted as an extension to Steven's high affinity for empathy. But in this case, there's no one in proximity. I thought maybe there was going to be a twist. He was reading Yellow Diamond's memories and she was right there, but nope. Is there some intelligence within the diamond bases themselves? Maybe the orb Stevani was tapping into.
They came so close, and it's so obvious.
The orb, I know. Why didn't they freaking go to the orb?
And then this person, like, they came so close. Like, people just don't want Steven to be Pink Diamond, but the only answer to this is that he's Pink Diamond. That's the only answer.
Wait, why? Why?
Because he's going into, because Pink Diamond's alive and he's Pink Diamond. He can see her memories because she's alive near him.
Because she is him.
Yes.
Yeah.
That explains it more than just him, like, being near stuff, and because there's no magic. There's no magic in this show. Like, stuff is pseudo-magical. It's just sci-fi tech that looks magical. But nothing in the show is magical. Like, there are rules behind everything. And it makes sense to me that he could look into his computery gem thing and see a memory of a past formation of it.
Now, the question that remains, how did people ever see Rose and Pink Diamond separately? First off. Second off, so Steven's Harry Potter.
Yes. What? Yes to the second thing. To the first thing, I don't think it's ever been confirmed that they've been seen in the same room together, of like in a jokey way like that.
No.
Oh,
guys.
You say maybe Pink Diamond and Rose, like, sort of like Clark Kent and Superman kind of thing here? Or
I think we can get into Pink Diamond dying theories later.
Or I don't know, or
actually, you know what? This kind of makes sense. Think of the way Pink Diamond's gem looks.
I've talked about this, Justin.
Okay.
You didn't see it in Discord. I posted the Jigglypuff thing from Pokemon.
I know what you're talking about. It's a Jigglypuff from the book.
Please elaborate.
There's a clip from the original season of Pokemon, Michelle, where Ash is taking a test, and it's like a jokey test thing, and there's a circle on screen, and it's like, write down what this circle is. Like, you know how in the old show they had, like, what's that Pokemon, and it's like a silhouette?
Oh, yeah.
They did that in the show. They did it like it was a joke in the show. And then, and Ash is like, oh, it's a Voltorb. And then it goes in, and it's like, it's a Jigglypuff from above. And it just turns, and it's like an actual Jigglypuff. And it was just circles. That's a gem.
So the theory is that what we saw of Pink Diamond is just a crosscut of her gem. And if while she's reforming, you flip it up, it would be a rose quartz gem. Or it would look like rose quartz's gem.
It would be the same
form. It's not like my theory. My theory is simply Pink Diamond has a power just to take over others' bodies, and she just put herself into a rose quartz and had that rose quartz kill her body. And
that's crazy.
Oh my god!
I like this. However, what if
I thought Pink Diamond had the same powers of Ino from Naruto. That's what
well, think about this. A rose quartz gem that we've seen like bubbled, it would look like a simpler version of Pink Diamond's gem if we flip it up and like do the the rotation.
Seen them though, and that's why that doesn't make sense.
Well,
we saw a bajillion of them in
well,
the
here's
Zoom
what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
Pointy God apart. they're different They're a different shape.
But no. Okay.
No, what I'm saying is,
Michelle.
Imagine Pink Diamond as a god, basically, or as a deity. She creates rose quartzes in her image,
That was not where I was going at
but
all.
lesser than her. So they're a simpler version of her.
What about the
Okay,
gems
Michelle.
that are quartzes?
Screw the quartzes.
Here's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Imagine the gem in the chest of Pink Diamond. Take
So
that out of her chest and imagine it as a 3D object, okay?
Okay.
And then turn it so that the point is pointing into her chest,
Right.
and like the top part that you see, like the flat part on a ring, is facing out now.
Right, no, I get that. I get that's where the theory of rose quartz.
Okay.
But she's saying we've seen the
Diamond,
whole gem
but
bubble.
this is- I see where you guys are going with this, but I feel like we don't have enough hard evidence to like make that logical leap.
They shaved the pointed part off of every rose quartz as penance for one's action.
No,
But
that's crazy.
But the point is, Michelle, they don't know the rose quartz that is Steven has a pointy end. They just don't know it. Like, that's the point. That's the point of hiding it like that.
I think it's too easy if Steven just is Pink Diamond, because like if the fact that being in the base triggered his memories of being Pink Diamond, why isn't it whenever he's around some gem thing on Earth the same thing happens? Why is this the place where it's first triggered? That feels really inconsistent.
Because he's Stevani, and he had to be in a mindset of Pink Diamond to feel her emotion, and being a bratty teenager fit perfectly.
Could Pink Diamond be a fusion of a rose quartz and another type of gem?
We're getting there too, don't worry.
Fusion theory has been strong for a couple of years, so yeah, I'm sure that's all.
I still want to talk about what Michelle just said, because I think there's evidence to show that Steven isn't capable of just turning on any of his powers. I don't think anyone would argue with that. Like,
well, he's getting better at the float thing, but yeah, the mind thing is still like a huge question mark in the show.
Yes, and I think that Justin brings up a good point here, that he has to be in the right mindset to feel the way, to like connect with somebody. And I think being in that bratty mindset in the same location is the right mindset. And he's never been in a mindset the same as Pink Diamond when he's on Earth right now. He's never been in that mindset. He's never been, he just hasn't, and it just hasn't clicked yet. That's the explanation. There's no evidence, but that's the explanation that would fit this theory.
Okay.
Onto the oh wow, I actually already did this by accident. A lot of people have noted the design similarities between Pink Diamond and Rose. When Stevani entered the base, they said the place looked familiar on the surface just because it's the same as the one on Earth's moon, but is there any chance we should be reopening the Rose is Pink Diamond theory?
Yes.
My preferred theory to explain it.
Reason to,
my preferred theory is that Pink Diamond personally invented the rose quartz line.
Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much confirmed. I think.
Yes, I think.
I think that was confirmed in the zoo arc, because I mean, like they bubbled every single rose quartz that exists, and I think it's implied that
one.
Except one.
Steven, the last rose quartz.
Oh my god.
When the world needed them most, they vanished.
Oh my god. Stop.
3,000 years passed, and my sisters and I discovered a new rose quartz. A young human named Steven. Although his cookie cat eating skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone.
Bum, 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 bum.
I don't know about this new theme song.
Fanfic writers, get to it. I trust you. So are we good on Rose's Pink Diamond? Have we covered this extensively enough?
I think so, yes.
I think we have.
I want to talk about just Pink's mindset when she either died or disappeared.
We're getting there, I promise. We have so many points. They will all be covered, I promise. Since just pressing diamonds in birth order would be a terribly insecure passcode, assuming the diamond's birth order is public knowledge, maybe adding the extra white at the end was Yellow Diamond's hacky attempt at obfuscation, like making a password 12348 instead of 12345.
Hasn't it been proven that only specific gems can interact with these things? Like, only Steven could activate the one on the moon.
Because he's Pink Diamond.
Yeah, that's the other evidence, but we're not going to get into that in this talk. I'm just saying, like, it's been clear that you have to be of a certain pedigree of gem to activate some of these things.
Right. That would also make sense, though. It doesn't have to be that secure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe they actually brought this one up. Their last point, I think way back in the Stephen Power Roundtable, Dylan and Justin brought up the crack theory that Stephen could fuse with Connie because Connie's mom was secretly a gem or something. For a hot second, I thought that's where we were going when the dream started. I hope the Crewniverse continues to troll crack theories.
Oh my god.
I don't think they're doing it intentionally with that one.
Unless they listen to this podcast specifically. Which is an even bigger crack theory than my White Diamond is Paris Hilton theory.
Oh my god. It's too early to talk about this, Justin.
No,
it's too early.
We will get there. We will get there. Oh wow, it has been a long time, and we still have so many points left. Oh wow.
We'll see what happens though when Steven fuses with Lars, and then that.
Oh my god.
Steven Lars fusion is Paris Hilton. That's Paris Hilton.
What are you talking about, Justin?
I don't see how those
Steven plus Lars is Paris Hilton. Make it happen.
It can't happen. Lars is part gem now anyway, so
I will start tweeting at Paris Hilton and find out if she's part of the show. I will do some undercover work, you guys. I got this. Let's get to the website comments. First we have Stephen LP. We seem to get the dream via how Connie tried to make sense of the information being fed to her, i.e. interpreting through the prism of familiar experiences. Yellow Diamond initially appeared as her mother, so in effect, we had an unreliable narrator. We don't know how closely what we saw matches what actually happened. Andy, you mentioned earlier you're pretty sure it's figurative. Michelle, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's very figurative. I think it becomes more in tune to what was actually happening towards the end when, Stevonnie's looking at themselves in the mirror and sees themselves as, like, the literal pink diamond. But I think at the beginning, it's very, very figurative.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Our next comment, we have 3 comments total, of varying lengths, actually. We're going in order by length. Al. So while we are digging in this murder mystery drama, I think the show is wisely placing its cards for the larger resolution of the grand finale. To me, all this is like a magic trick. We are drawn to resolve the mystery of Pink's shattering, meanwhile we're being hinted of pieces of a solution for the broader enigma of the show. On one hand, all eyes are on Pink and her shattering, which to me is a forced tension between 2 characters we haven't even met. But on the other hand, we meet Emerald, a whole alien kind near a destroyed cluster colony, an invasion of said colony, the Citrian involved in this invasion, a code to open the diamond control pads, a new dreamish connection between Steven and a diamond, and needless to talk about, Lars is a leader of a rebellion. The Pink Diamond scene to me is the show finding back its original unity. The fact that Pink Diamond wanted to have a colony very badly, being this rebellious teenager, and then out of anger punches this glass, which fractures the image of herself, a foreshadowing for both corruption and her shattering? But I noticed a similitude between Pink Diamond's anger and Jasper's corruption, the framing and intensity. I am led to think that Pink's shattering, corruption, the cluster, the rebellion, all of that is now tightly linked within the ending of Stranded, which I think is very exciting for the season's finale. There's a lot there.
Yeah.
Let's go, Steve. How close do you think Pink, corruption, how close do you think all of that's tied together?
I don't know. Is this implying maybe Pink might have just committed suicide, or at least accidentally killed herself?
I've heard the self-shattering theory.
I do have a theory, though. My thought, though, on Pink Diamond, in terms of her psyche when she died or disappeared, is that, at the beginning she really wanted a colony badly, and then by the end she realized it wasn't all it cracked up to be, and she was stressed out of her mind with all this responsibility and stuff. And either if she and Rose are separate, either she arranged her to fake her own death, or she wanted a way out of this thing she got trapped in, this colony thing, which in the end she realized she really didn't want, or really not ready for yet. That's my theory. So my theory is Pink Diamond at the end was a very stressful person who just was in over her head.
So you're saying she cracked under the pressure?
Oh my god. Justin, Justin's on a podcast when the puns start happening.
Oh, Justin.
Are you guys ready for the best message of the entire podcast that I personally have chosen as my favorite theory comment so far?
Oh no, it's going to be a crack theory.
It's going
to be dumb.
Parts of it are really, really great, and part of it is total crack that I also love.
Oh my god.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Here we go. This is from Dan. Thank you for making my day. Ever since Rebecca Sugar revealed that there are single gem versions of all fusions, I've had a theory that Rose Quartz is actually a fusion between Pink Diamond and someone else, which is why she was so OP compared to other quartzes. And after seeing Pink's size and appearance, I'm now convinced she is a fusion between Pink Diamond and Mystery Girl.
Oh my god. I'm done. I'm off this theory.
No, it keeps going. It keeps going.
I know it does, Justin. I'm checking out. You can keep talking.
Pink Diamond could have decided to fusion herself with one of the Zoomans out of curiosity and chosen Mystery Girl, eventually fusing with her in secret. Sometime later, she realized she disliked Homeworld's system, and though fusing with a human, she decided she wanted to preserve Earth's ecosystem. So she decided to rebel as Rose. At the time of Pink's supposed shattering, Yellow Diamond discovered them fusing outside her palanquin and realized what she's been doing. So she disowned her and blamed her death on Rose. This could explain why Steven was able to dream about Pink's memories, why Rose is more human-like in appearance, why she was able to give birth, why she didn't want to shatter the diamonds despite supposedly shattering Pink, why Greg wasn't so afraid when he saw another diamond, why no one saw Rose approaching Pink until it was quote-unquote too late, while Yellow seems eager to get rid of everything associated with Pink and give purpose to both Mystery Girl and the allusions to Nora in Lion 4 since it means she might actually exist. Boom.
Oh my god! This might be better than Lion Lovers. Wow. Oh
I need you all to take a pact right now. We do not tell Sam about this theory.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Because if we tell Sam, she will never let it go.
Oh, this is so crazy. How is Mr. Girl still alive if she's human?
She was kept alive by bonded with a gem.
Well, maybe Mystery Girls is a descendant of this other Mystery Girl.
Descendant of the Mystery Girl. Pink Diamond.
No, we're going to be watching a random episode. We're thinking it's going to be pure fluff, and Pearl's going to go on a date with Mystery Girl, and she's going to reveal her name as Nora, and we're going to all just lose our minds.
Oh.
Like, that's what's going to happen. Like, this theory is going to be true. And we won't know what to do anymore.
Right.
Sounds like the most desperate attempt to tie all the loose threads together.
Well,
and the show is written by Rebecca Sugar, not Stephen Moffat. Hey!
We don't have
Yeah, there
season
you go.
confirmed, so this could be the last season. So
There better be more episodes. Like,
I feel like there's at least going to be a season 6.
But I still don't think though if Pink Diamond was murdered by a diamond, I think it's White Diamond and I think if that's the case, our Pearl knows about it, and that's why she's so intense.
Yeah.
Secret of she's hiding something. Our Pearl.
Something.
I think that everyone's getting way too complex. Like this theory you just put forth, Justin, is just way too into it. Like, here's a simple thing, Justin. We just talked about how Pink Diamond could have tilted her gem and become a quote-unquote rose quartz. There's a reason in the show why we haven't seen any other, like, rose quartzes, like,
well, we've seen all
Rose.
the ones bubbled.
But we haven't seen them in their,
You
like,
haven't seen the form.
their
Yeah.
full. There's
Their
a
light
reason
form.
for that. There's a reason they haven't shown that. There's a reason we haven't heard Pink Diamond talk, even though we saw her just now. There's a reason that Pearl won't talk. And I think these all tie together because I think that Pink Diamond had Pearl kill her poof her in a public space, and then Pearl took the gem and she formed back into rose quartz after Pearl took her. And they just said, Pearl shattered her.
What?
And that fits, doesn't it? That fits everything we've been saying so far.
Except that one Ruby eyeball said that she saw Pink Diamond get shattered with her own eye.
The public stance is Rose shattered Pink Diamond, not a Pearl.
But that the thing is, all we know is that we haven't seen. Have we seen someone get shattered on screen yet?
No, we have not.
Oh,
we don't.
I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to that. I have a bad feeling over who it might be.
I think we're going to see someone shatter in the show, and we're going to see that being shattered looks a lot like being poofed. And the people that saw Pink Diamond disappear into like smoke and stuff, and they just assumed that Pearl followed up and shattered it. You know what I mean? Like, they just assumed that if you essentially kill the diamond, you're going to finish the job. But they didn't. And that's my assumption at this. Because I think there's a lot of important factors to the death that we have not seen on screen, and there's reasons for it.
Yeah, I agree there are reasons. I'm not sure those are the reasons, but I like where you're going.
Like, I'm just trying to piece stuff together. Because, I mean, in a mystery, it's more important what they're not telling us than what they are a lot of the times.
That's a good point.
And
Well,
I'd be okay if I'm wrong here. I just think this fits with the pieces we haven't been shown yet.
well, I still think our Pearl was part of White Diamond's course.
Oh, she was, definitely.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think
she wasn't Pink Diamond's Pearl, which some people think.
the Pink Diamond Pearl theory is long dead. I think the White Diamond Pearl theory has kind of become the dominant one.
Yeah.
Because didn't Pearl have, like, that insignia on her spacesuit that was the old version?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's ready for YouTube comments?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I don't think it can get crazier than that last
No,
one.
No.
we're pretty calm now. We're fairly calm now, actually.
Okay, good.
All right, starting off with Yin and Yang. Hot take. Pink Diamond shattering her reflection in the mirror is foreshadowing she shattered herself. Or staged her own shattering.
That's what I was talking
right?
about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's suicide.
I assume the zooming in on the cracks at the end of the episode would emphasize the event Steven saw in the dream really did happen at this particular base, so that's a thing. Also, I appreciated all the Voltron references. Also, guys, in Lars of the Stars, specifically Andy, but anyone can answer, I just know Andy's a nerd, specifically about Star Wars. Was that a specific reference to Empire Strikes Back, the way they went through the asteroids and like did the little turny thing and the closing behind them? Was that a specific Empire Strikes Back
I
reference?
don't think so. It could have been. They could have based it on that.
Like, it literally
But
looked like the exact same shot where the Millennium Falcon flies out of the two asteroids.
Yeah, no. I know what you're talking about. But at the same time, like, this would be the episode they do it. I'll say that. Because this was just an episode chock full of references.
Yes,
So
this episode
I could buy
was a reference.
Yes.
This is the biggest reference episode probably since Kindergarten Kid.
I think this episode is closer to Gurren Lagann, like Steve said, which you still need to see, Justin.
I know.
Yeah.
It's closer to Gurren Lagann than to Star Wars, because, I mean, that's a mech anime with, like, just crazy stuff happening.
Yeah.
But I do think that they used other reference points besides just that.
Yeah, well, I just think Lars' design, he looks like the big
Kamina.
Yeah, Kamina. Yeah, that's what I thought. And the others, like, and it also mixed a little bit of Star Trek too.
Yeah, I got a Star Trek-y vibe. I think that's just because I'm still on a high from Black Mirror, and I just want more Star Trek references.
Oh, okay.
Michelle is so sick of me just saying those two words in order. Like, I have yet to say anything to Michelle about the content of Black Mirror at all.
Just the words black
the
and
words
together
disturb her at this point.
Do you not like the show, Michelle? Is that what's going on here?
Oh.
And that's always her
not like
response.
is an understatement.
Michelle, have you seen the newest season?
Yes, I know all the things you're talking about. I just this isn't the place to go into it.
Not that it's
Stay focused.
me focused. You're funny. All right. Davidson SHCW comments, and I'm very confused by this. Someone help me. I think this is the wrong video that they commented this.
Okay.
Summer equals Y confirmed by these two episodes.
That's a Ruby comment.
Oh, it is?
Oh, no, continue though.
No, that's it.
That was
okay. So I can explain
about Ruby here. Me and
Can
Andy,
you explain
we've done
that?
podcast, so we can talk about some
Hijack
Ruby.
my show, you guys.
No. But I know what this is a reference to.
Why?
The whole comment was just summer equals Y.
Summer equals Y confirmed by these two episodes.
Okay, yeah. The reason is because there's a crack theory in Ruby that Dylan was talking about, and he compared it to the pink lion equals rose theory.
Oh, of course.
Diamond.
Oh, I thought also could have been maybe connecting a crossover with Ruby and Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I thought that too. I was like, wait, this isn't Rick and Morty. Okay, and our last comment. What?
Go ahead.
No, what do you have?
No, I was going to explain. Zwei is a dog in Ruby, and Summer is someone presumed dead in Ruby. That's
oh my god.
Dylan has an obsession with dead people or animals
Being
theories.
animals.
In its defense, he did not come up with this theory But
But he jumped on that train, it sounds like. And I'm not surprised by that.
Does he have a similar theory in Voltron? I want to say he does.
He probably does.
The cat in Voltron, does he think that's someone dead?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think he does. I think you're right.
We've discovered Dylan's trope.
Yeah, this is his trope.
We need to write a page on TV tropes called the Dylan trope.
Well, it's the Salem trope from Sabrina. It's the old person being an animal trope.
I want to talk about the new Sabrina show, but this isn't the time and place either. But you guys, I'm hype. We need an episode where I just talk about TV because, I could go for days. All right, last comment, and then we can all go home. Flying fish, we are home because internet, but
Wait, Flying Fish? Where was that going?
No, that's the YouTuber's name, Flying Fish 2.
Okay.
The channel. Wait a minute.
Did I watch the wrong episode?
Yes, Andy, yes.
Okay.
What if the Earth was originally yellow diamonds due to the fact that Nephrite seemed to be a yellow diamond gem and then being the first ones to go to Earth, and also if the cluster being there of yellows seem to be more involved with Earth than pink. So I think yellow gave pink Earth, or pink went rogue and stole it from her and lost control of Earth. Also, there seems to be life on other planets that can be hostile to gems, judging by the failed colony. It could explain why they need to keep making gems. And yellow pearl selfie lulz.
Yeah,
The yellow pearl selfie was a highlight. We didn't talk about it in the discussion, and we were all kicking ourselves after. No, that was the best part.
I love the reactions, Stefani's reactions, yikes.
Yeah. So, I'm pretty sure that this wasn't Earth that they were talking about in the dream. I'm pretty sure they were talking... I don't think that Earth was being colonized yet. I think we're a long way off from that.
But I think we're supposed to think Earth is a continuation of this argument between pink and yellow.
Oh, absolutely is, but I don't think that this was Earth they were talking about.
No.
So, some of the theory about, Nephrite going to Earth, that's kind of... But if Nephrite is yellow diamonds and Centipede was on Earth, that kind of still makes sense. The theory... it's either that it was pinks and then became yellows after, or that it was yellows and then she gave it to pink.
See, I think this fits into what I was talking about earlier about diamonds subsuming diamonds. I'd assume that the older diamonds would help the younger ones with their first couple of colonies to gather. Yeah, to help so they can grow bigger so they can go on their own. That makes sense. They would want to...
Do you mean yellow maybe an advisory role?
Yeah. And she would make sure that pink's on the right way, but yellow's very, very intense, and I think that pink would not like that.
No, she would not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was our last theory, you guys. We did it. It only took an hour, but we did it.
All right.
So before we go, I promised you all you'd be doing this. Today on OverlyAnimated.com, I read an article giving my speculation of who will voice White Diamond. As the king of White Diamond crack theories, I now turn it to you all. Who do you think should voice White Diamond? Andy, we'll start with you.
Oh, you suck.
Michelle, we'll start with you.
Honestly, I think if we could get any celeb, I would want Beyonce. I think...
Oh, yeah.
Beyonce is on my list of 5 that I wrote.
Oh,
because she's the obvious one.
Yeah, right? She's the obvious one.
I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, who do you think should voice White Diamond? If we're going to get a true queen, she's like, Beyonce?
Yeah.
Beyonce is almost too obvious, but with Estelle and Nicki Minaj already being in the voice cast, I'm like, also, it means we have very different singers in the Diamond Authority, because yellow's Broadway, blue is jazz / Irish folky, and then R&B pop genreless Beyonce, it all kind of, it would fit to give a very different feel.
Well, I'm thinking if you're doing that direction, do someone more older, more established. Maybe someone say Aretha Franklin or Tina Turner or Diana Ross.
I actually didn't think of any of those, but all of those sound amazing.
I would love any of those also.
Aretha Franklin as... guys, I'm sorry. I hate to ask this. Is she still alive?
Yes. Still alive.
Yes.
Okay, I have to check with so many celebrities. I'm sorry.
Fear of her death.
I'm sorry. There's been so many celebrity deaths that I lose track anymore. If they're over the age of 40, I ask.
I know how you feel because I heard the other day Jerry Van Dyke died, and I assumed Dick Van Dyke died a couple of years ago. So
you just assumed.
Andy, you can't hide anymore, buddy.
See, the thing is, I can either give a crack answer and be like, oh, it's gonna be like Lord or something. I don't know.
Is that more crack than Paris Hilton, though?
Yeah, I know, but it's like I like what the other people put forward. I like these older artists or Beyonce. Like I think.
Would you like to hear my list first and then decide?
No, I really do like what Steve put forward. I like the idea of White Diamond being an older artist, being someone who is more established, someone
a legend.
Like a legend, yeah, but it's also someone. It fits the idea of these singers that it would be someone who is more stuck in their ways. It would fit the themes of Steven Universe.
And I think White Diamond's much older than the other Diamonds.
Yeah.
The ones I put forward, of course, were Beyonce, as we mentioned, Paris Hilton. There's one, Christine Ebersole, I believe is her name. That's actually it's a rumor going around that apparently Patti LuPone confirmed it at a show. Nothing to back it up, but it's a rumor that's out there.
Christine, so that's a weird name because
I know who she is.
I know who she is. She's the sister of Dick Ebersole, right?
I think she's been in a lot of stuff. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Live, back in the early '80s, she was the governor in Black Sheep. Or we're talking about somebody.
I think she was in Sullivan and Son. I know. I can't remember what else she's been in. She's been in a lot. And then my final two options were Idina Menzel and Celine Dion.
Idina Menzel did it.
Whoa!
Idina Menzel was the one person that I would have mentioned other than the people they talked about, but I like Aretha Franklin, Beyonce, stuff like that.
I think Aretha Franklin actually would be amazing. Like I'm so mad I didn't think of this.
That'd be really awesome.
Has she done voice work before? I'm pretty sure she has. I think.
Even if she hasn't, I would love to see this be her first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I think it lends so much credence to Steven Universe. I think Steven Universe having these names already that it's had has lent it a lot of credence to get these kinds of names.
Yeah.
But my reason for thinking Paris is Rebecca Sugar already has done a great job of taking a 2000s pop star who everyone forgot and making her really relevant again in AJ. And of course, AJ, I think, has had a better career overall than Paris Hilton, who put out one album. But Stars Are Blind is still one of my favorite songs ever, man. And I would not mind seeing her return. Paris Hilton 2K18, let's do it.
Like, I have complete faith in the crew. Like, they will find someone who fits White Diamond. Like, that's not the question here. Like, if Paris Hilton is cast by them, I will trust it. That's what I'm saying, Justin.
You just don't trust me.
I don't trust you. That's the problem.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Let us know if we missed anything. Let us know if you have any more theories. Let us know if you have any voice actor suggestions. There's been a lot to talk about. This has been a really, really great podcast discussion. It's been delightful seeing you all.
Mm-hmm.
I miss you guys.
No.
So, thank you guys so much for checking us out. If you want, you can find more at overlyanimated.com. You can join us on Discord, as we have alluded to several times. You can even hear Michelle scream about Black Mirror, presumably.
No, probably not.
Probably not. I will poke and prod her until she finally does. Join us on Discord, text chat about animation at overlyanimated.com/Discord. Support us via Patreon at patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you to all of our current patrons, but especially our patron of the podcast, John, a.k.a. Johnny Bravo. And thanks as always to our Patreon executive producers, John, Ryan, Steve, Alex, Andy, and Hugh. I don't know what's coming up. Is Ruby still going?
Yes, we have 2 more weeks of Ruby. Presumably. Okay. We don't know if they're doing a 2-episode finale thing, but we assume there's.
And Mystigon's coming back this weekend.
Mystigon's is finally coming back. Ladybug, whenever they feel like putting out episodes at this point.
Whatever country has Ladybug, they'll release it.
When some country has it, we'll have it too.
Exactly.
And Steven Universe, we have no idea.
Ladybug being next week.
Ladybug could be like tomorrow for all we know. Like, we genuinely have no idea.
And it could release in some African country. We haven't gone there yet, right? We haven't released it there yet. We've just been like in a couple of European countries so far.
For Antarctica.
I was going to say one research station in Antarctica will pick it up by accident. All right. Thank you guys for listening so much. We will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.